Welcome to Module 2 of the Fundamentals of MAST and Ideal Methodology, where we start to explore how metadata adds value to data. The topics we're going to start to look at today, as you can see on the right, really start to unpack how metadata supports value within organizations to help us use data more effectively, to help us answer questions about data and use it in a more streamlined fashion. What we're also going to do is look at where metadata comes from, like where does it come from in our organization and how is it created? And we're going to start to look at that from a person perspective and from a business process perspective. How do we build processes that allow us to capture metadata in our organization? And then lastly, we're going to understand why it's important that this is something that we need everybody to be taking an active role in. Why is metadata just as important as any other part of people's jobs? Really, the purpose of today is to talk through those two first components of the MAST Manifesto, which is metadata being a useful value for our organization. It's something we want everybody to believe. Metadata is really important to us, and that A component is around analysis. How do we make sure that people analyzing business processes are a big part of how we build good data documentation to support data governance? Those are the first two components of the MAST Manifesto, and that's what we're going to start stepping through right now. In this video, we're going to start diving into the MAST and Ideal methodology to understand how we can communicate data and metadata activities to our organizations. In this, we're going to look at the first two parts of the MAST Manifesto, the metadata and analysis components that help us understand and help us communicate why metadata is important and why this has to be an activity that's generated from people, not just technical systems. This will start to give us a foundation to step through the rest of this framework to communicate a holistic data governance approach for our organization.